Folk Zombie, the video series where I spent about 20 or so minutes talking about and playing a game that I've got some thoughts on. This is 140, a game initially released in 2013 for both PC and the Wii U of all things, and then it eventually came to basically everything. And, well, what kind of game is this? You know what this is? It's a gimmick rhythm puzzle platformer, kind of. No, you know what it is? It really is just a rhythmic platformer. So how does this game work? Simple. You just move around and jump. The controls are very, very intuitive, very basic. There's really not a lot to it. And look at this. The game is currently teaching you one of its many mechanics. Every single level has a different way of synchronizing a particular obstacle with the music. It's something I realized on my second playthrough, actually. Took that long for me to realize it, yeah. That you are taught about each mechanic before you interact with it winning the actual level, just like that. You saw the little orb teleporting around the place, and as you can see, look what's happening. The blocks are going all Mega Man, like freaking reappearing, disappearing, right? And that happens for every single one, and that is some really clever design. This game is full of incredibly smart and carefully done design choices. I really enjoy this game from that standpoint. I can't say it totally grips me in every single way. I think the art style is fine. Yeah, okay, it's got that minimalism thing going on. And little Thomas was alone. Look at this. I wonder what this could teach. Well, it moves in sync with a particular portion of the music. Well then, let's find out what happens when I go and insert it into another area. Not area, but what would you call it? Another, whole level progress. That's how it works. I love how your little guy changes shape depending on what's going on. Like, if he's on the floor, he's a square. If he jumps, he's a triangle. And if he's rolling around, he's a ball. And look at that. That's exactly what we were just taught earlier. When the music goes like that, when it hits that particular interval, it'll change. So it's essentially a rhythm game, but with a platformer as its base. And this is really clever. I can't say it's like the only game to do this. No, there's tons of games that will have elements that are synchronized with the music in some way, especially platformers, actually. Although, I'm not sure if any of them have done it in this unique of a way, or at least for this much of their runtime, right? You'll have like the gimmick level, the one stage in a game that's like that, or maybe one or two, or a different type of it. Like I think Rayman Legends did that. But here, it's the whole game. I haven't played super far. When I said my second playthrough, I meant my second playthrough of this portion. I had some recording issues with the game earlier, so basically this is my second time doing this. But I haven't actually played through the entire game. And now, everything's recording just fine. Everything's great. And what do we just get taught? Well, I'm going to find out right now. Oh yeah, you see? It launches you up. For some reason, the music is like super heavily distorted. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's supposed to be that way. That might be something on my end, but well, it's not like it's distorted. It's clipping, right? It's digital clipping. Clearly, what's happening is just going above 0 dBFS, and it's just kind of sound guy shit. I don't know. Funnily enough, though, that kind of works with the music. This kind of music really lends itself well to digital distortion. It just fucking cranks and pumps really hard, so it actually kind of works. So obviously you have to avoid the static, because static is bad. I like static. Static X is cool. Actually, I don't listen to much of them, to be honest. I mainly know them because of Need for Speed, right? And as you can tell, okay, can I see? I fucking love the way that synchronizes. Hold on, let's be a little more careful throughout this section and show you something, okay? Watch this. This is super satisfying. God damn it. Okay. The depth visual effects are also like this game is the epitome of very simple in concept, but the execution is very high effort in terms of its visuals. That is. Look at that. So now I'm gonna get myself launched out, and it's gonna perfect. That must have been a real bitch to time correctly. Like just play testing over and over again. No, make it a little bit slower, make it a little bit, and especially considering that the music has to be timed with it, meaning they probably have to like call over the freaking composer and like, okay, dude, can you slow the track down by 0.2 BPM? Unless the game's music was done by the same guy who did the game design, which, well, I mean, I'm like that because I'm a one-man show. You know, it's like I make the game and I also make the because yeah, I've been making video games, and I think actually by the time this is up, I might have already uploaded a little, I guess, promotional video for a game that I've been working on. It's not a huge game, it's only like 5 stages. I just wanted to get something out there. Like as of recording this, it's not actually totally done. I haven't compiled it, but it's basically done. You know, I just got to get it ready to be uploaded to itch. I'm going to upload it there most likely. And I'll probably do a focus on B on it just to kind of make you guys know it's like, hey, look, I did a thing. Go play the game. It'll take you only like 10 minutes. Okay, no, it might take more than that. If every level takes you, let's say, 3 minutes on average to complete, then it'll be about 15 or so minutes. Or longer, because I made some of the levels a bit of a bitch. I can be a bit of a dick sometimes with my level design, but I mean, to be fair, how else do you make the game engaging when it doesn't have that much going on visually, you know? I wouldn't say I'm the best graphic artist when it comes to this kind of stuff. But anyway, back to this game. So, you actually didn't get taught much. This is the end of this area, and by didn't get taught much, what I mean is that this particular orb didn't have anything new. So what is this? Hey, look, a triangle guy. What if I grab the triangle? I wonder what's going to happen. I gotta say, I fucking love the way the checkpoints are stylized. They look so cool. Why is he shooting like that? Oh boy, it's a big ball of static, and something we've learned so far is that static bad. And so, now the game becomes a bullet hell. That's the really interesting thing. It goes from being like this platformer, very conventional in its platforming, except for the fact that, you know, it's all rhythm based, to a straight up bullet hell. Now we're dodging shit, right? That's all you have to do for this section, but the shooting is automatic. I really do have to commend the developers, their dedication to a one button system, because the whole game is just a single button. That's all you do, you jump. Okay, maybe something else happens later, maybe unlock an ability or something. Again, I haven't played the whole game, but I cannot really see it expanding to anything more than this, and it would be for the better, because that simplicity is very powerful, right? Typically the most simple systems are the ones that work best. And yes, this section of the game is a little bit tricky. I don't know how difficult the game is as a whole. I've seen some Let's Plays actually. I haven't watched them, as to not spoil it, but I've seen like the first few seconds, and it's like, okay, so the game is about an hour long, right? I need to get into position. And you know what's really cool about this? I'm actually gonna keep quiet for a bit because I want you to hear how the music changes with each hit. Okay, I mean, if I didn't totally suck at this game, but the point is that it kind of has this momentum that dies out if you don't hit them in the right rhythm, which I really like. It encourages you to try and hit them as often as possible, right? Otherwise, it kind of goes into this more repetitive type beat. You know, before, I really hate using the word beat for some reason. It feels very musically uneducated. Like I should be referring to it as a as a synthesized composition, but like, well, no, it's not synthesized. It's real, like a computer. A human made this. It's just that they used the computer for it. You know, this wasn't generated by any algorithm. I'm assuming. Well, considering when this game was released, then yeah, that would probably be the case. But anyway, man, the animation is really smooth too. The way everything kind of flows. You know, that's the weird thing. It's like, even though it's really easy to describe. It's really easy to describe this kind of art style as lazy, but it doesn't allow for a lot of things that would be just much more of a hassle with anything more elaborate. You know, I don't think that... Yes, of course, you could get an animator to make you sprites of a nice character design that's stretching and squashing and moving all over the place. That's part of the fundamentals of animation, right? The 12 principles. But at the same time, when you have something like this, it's, oh my god, you can not imagine how much easier it must be to do it this way. I can't say for certain, but I mean, it's probably using tweening. I figured out how to use tweeners recently. I fucking hate that name, tween. That's like the most disgusting sounding word. I don't know why, it just makes me feel weird. It's like the tweener. I don't like it. But anyway, look at the backgrounds. It's cool too. I'm just trying to figure out what to talk about while I'm trying to do the exact same thing I've been doing for the last 5 minutes, because I keep dying because this is difficult, right? Because it's, look at the pattern. It's like it pushes you back and you have to fight it. You have to fight the current. You gotta go like that. There you go. See, it's tricky, but it feels good. It's rewarding to try and get it right. even when it kind of frustrates you sometimes because you feel like, oh, well, how the fuck am I supposed to do this? Well, I don't know, by getting good, you piece of shit. Remember when everyone used to say get good but scrub, like with just improper spelling on purpose, because improper spelling on purpose is funny. Die, you fuck. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, it'll get to that point. And again, this is the first boss. I imagine there's more of them, because any video game typically will have more than one of them, unless it's the kind of game where it has only one of them for some reason, and I don't know what game would do that. Yes, there you go, he's out. And, well, what are we going to do? We're going to go ahead and grab the second one. So we got some time, we got 10 more minutes, so let's see what this next level is like. I wonder what kind of new mechanics we're going to introduce. From this point on, I'm totally blind, like I have no idea what's going to happen. Let's see. I think the formula is going to repeat. We're going to have a little bit of silence. And then, oh, that's cool, that's very clever. So you step on a block, it counts up, and then it changes the other block. Okay, I see how this works. I wonder how they're going to combine. Oh, I'm gonna assume we're gonna have some moving platforms, because again, every single one of these teaches you the next thing you're gonna be doing. Wow, this is some really clever design. This must have taken a long time to not only conceptualize but then execute properly. Yep, look at that. We got a little bridge. Oh, this is fun. Oh shit, it's like those bits in Mario, New Super Mario Bros. Actually, I'm pretty sure that even Mario World did that, where you have to follow the snake of blocks. Wow, okay, so far. Oh, and I'm gonna assume that kills me. Yeah, of course. So they're really gonna start playing around with the different concepts they have. This is just my honest impression right now. From this point on, I'm completely blind, and, yeah, oh no, I see how this is gonna work. You're gonna have to be fast enough. So we're solving these puzzles in real time. So basically now I have to just wait until it goes away. And I listen to the music. You gotta listen for the music, and you gotta get it before... Oh, wait, no. I think I know what it is. I have to step on the big hump on the snake, and then right as it's about to go away, I jump. That's it. That's the strategy. I have to jump as soon as it's about to fade. So like that, and jump. There you go. See? That makes you feel clever. So it's like a bit of a... Fuck. There's a bit of that puzzle element, but it's not really a puzzle game. It just requires a bit of thinking. I like that. See, I don't like having obtuse and annoying puzzles that just kind of feel arbitrarily chosen as to whether or not you can even solve them. Here, the solution is always very clear. It's just a matter of execution, right? This is very good design. I enjoy this a lot. You know, I'm actually really happy I found this game. You know, it's just browsing Moby Games, just like, oh, I wonder what games I should do a video on. And I found this, and I was like, okay, you know, or go on GOG or go on Steam or wherever. You find random shit. I had never heard of this game, and all of a sudden I'm just like, wow, this is really, really nicely done. And has a lot of clever things. And I can't believe, like, this came out, like, what, 12 years ago. I see what this next gimmick is going to be. So what I have to do first is touch this, jump back. This will become solid, and now I have to wait until the... There you go. The ketchup and mustard orb. And wait, hold on. I have to wait a few seconds, and then the platforms come back. Oh, that's just great. That is fantastic. Oh, fuck. But you also have to keep that in... Oh, you get to keep it. That's nice. The game isn't totally evil. It allows you to keep it. But you have to be careful, though. See, I think that commentating over this is almost defeating the point, though, because it is a rhythm game where you have to listen to the music a lot. I imagine that actually immersing yourself into the soundscape more properly, and oh my god, okay, these colors. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not digging that color palette. That is pretty garish. That is very hard to look at. What am I supposed to do now? You know what I feel? I feel like I know what's gonna happen. Ah, shit. Okay. I was thinking like maybe it would become solid or something. Why is it not becoming solid? Let's see. Don't tell me I've... Oh, now the static can also change. Oh, wow, okay. That's flipping the rule book. So I have to wait a little bit. Wait for the music. It changes quickly, so it's like... I see. See, wait a bit. There you go. Ah, oh, fuck. Okay, you have to wait for the longer pause. Done. Jump. That one. Oh no, it changes. This one. Then you wait a bit longer. This one. That one. That's the one. There you go. Wow, this is tricky. So you really have to make sure that you remember which one is most optimal for you. not that one, the next one. And we're down. Oh, okay, this is cool. This is fun. As a very wise Danish man once said, all right, I'm having fun. This is fucking gameplay. Or was it this? Yeah, I think that's the quote. I haven't watched him in a while. Anyway, wow, okay. This is very much exceeding my expectations in terms of how clever it gets. Like, it's not a complicated concept. It's just it's music, bro. But, like, the way they're synchronizing it is really sick. Oh, fuck. Why did I let myself do that? Nope, that's going to be a death. Okay, think before you jump. See, that these are the kind of puzzle platformers I really enjoy. The kind where you don't have to think much, but you still have to think a little bit so that you don't die, if that makes sense. It's just pattern recognition. It's not really that much of a matter of finding the key that goes in the hole, you know what I mean? That kind of stuff. I don't find that fun at all. And there you go. We're gonna this episode is gonna have a fuck ton of automation. You know what I mean? Like, in terms of, well, actually no, probably not as much as like your average episode of like remember my Max Payne series, where it's like every 2 seconds he would say something and I have to shut up so that like, and then I would bring the audio back up, and it was just, oh man. I mean, to be fair, this is a rhythm game, so I really want to scratch my freaking face, but it's like, no, I can't. Okay, we're just gonna wait a few seconds. Wait for the music to do the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck, I went ahead and jumped. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, there you go. That's how. You gotta wait a little bit. The game's taking its time introducing new mechanics to. Well, no, actually, no, it just introduced this one, to be fair. I can't really expect it to introduce anything too new too soon. Oh, yes! Okay. Checkpoint. That's very nice. I love how, like, my brain is now conditioned to expect the gradient. Respect the gradient. It's like I made the graphics for this game. Just a bunch of freaking solid colors and gradients. I'm a sucker for that kind of shit. Even though it does lead to a game looking rather unorganic, but that's kind of the... Oh, now they're combining them. Oh, God. Okay, this is going to be interesting. How's this going to work? So, I'm assuming they've synchronized this properly so that I can get through in one go, right? There you go. Yeah, that's the opening. So, on the 1, the 2, and then you jump. There you go. Good thing the game is quite lenient when it comes to your jumping. I'm pretty sure that was a coyote frame. Like, as in, like, pretty sure I wasn't supposed to be able to jump, but I jumped anyway because the game took pity on me. Okay, I gotta jump over here, wait until it disappears, and nope, that didn't work. Why is there a cubby hole here, though? I don't get it. Like, is it because they don't think that you can, because what you're supposed to do, clearly, is wait until it gets over here, you jump, then you jump on this one, then wait until it starts to disappear, and there you go, it's as simple as that. I feel like I should maybe stop playing at this point to not give away too much of this 12-year-old game, to be fair, although it only recently got added to, you know, the Switch library. Well, recently, not that recently, but still, it took a few years, so now it's got a much bigger audience, even though it was already on PC, which has the biggest one, but, you know, people who play on PC probably aren't going to be playing this kind of stuff. Actually, no, they might be, I don't know. That's the interesting thing about the PC, like, scene in general, that the fact that it's got such a freaking eclectic combination of different kinds of people who like different kinds of games. You know, like, typically a specific system will have its audience of like, okay, that's what we like. Well, it depends. I don't know. Whatever. Am I even gonna... Oh, yes, of course I can do this. Jump, jump, jump. Get through this section. Wait a couple seconds. Well, not seconds. Wait a couple measures specifically. Actually, just be one measure. And there you go. Oh, okay. I think at this point we're... Fuck, that was a real clutch one. Okay. We're gonna do one more time. This is the way you combine mechanics in a really fun way. It's not demanding too much from the player, actually. Like, I don't feel like the game's really pushing me to play that much better, but it is demanding me to at least give a shit. And it's really tricky to do that, to make the player give a shit, right? And nope, I fucked it up. Okay. And the music actually doesn't reset upon you dying, which I almost think is actually a positive. I know what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to jump as soon, and not even jump, just let myself fall as soon as that happens. There you go. And now we're gonna go ahead and find. You know what? I think I'm gonna leave it here. I don't want to give away too much, even though I'm sure that you've probably played. I don't know. Have you played this game? Let me know. So, this has been Focus on B, the video series where I spent about 20 or so minutes, as you can see, playing a video game, talking about it, my thoughts, impressions, whether or not I've played it before or not. Well, I haven't actually. And yeah, this has been 140. It's basically on everything. Came out 2013. I'll see you guys next time.